Once I was bedridden with a serious disease. Quite unexpectedly, a desire flashed across my mind to send some cure to Mother. When it was ready, I tasted a few drops to test if it had been prepared properly. My eldest sister was present and said, "We cannot send this cure, this boiled milk, to Mother. Things tasted beforehand by men cannot be offered to a god." I replied, "Please send it." I came to learn afterwards that Mother consumed the entire offering herself. On another occasion, I said to my wife, "Please prepare some sati food for Mother." It was done reluctantly and sent to Mother. We came to learn afterwards that she did not touch a particle of it. It has been frequently observed that people who, with great devotion and love for Mother, waited at a distance, silently offering all their best sentiments to her, felt Mother's blessings in the inmost depths of their souls, while there were others who brought heaps of offerings, prayed and shed tears to obtain her grace, but neither received neither her instructions nor blessings. Everybody gets a response from her according to the sincerity and intensity of his devotion. Her blessings do not depend upon the nature of any material thing offered to her. All people, men of piety as well as atheists, rich or poor, young or old, male or female, even infants have free access to her. She is often heard to utter with a laugh, "Why do you bother about the time and opportunity to see me? Don't you find that my doors are always open?" Although owing to the illusory attractions of the world, you often forget this little daughter of yours, and you may rest assured that your worries and tribulations are ever before my eyes. Nothing appears strange to Mother who watches all things without the help of the physical eye, who can read all thoughts without the assistance of the spoken word, who, seeing and hearing, moves about like one soaring far above, totally unconcerned with the affairs of this world, and yet to live in touch with them. Day and night, unconcerned with her personal comfort or fatigue, she appears to be waiting for all men, be they in distress or at ease. People flock around her from early morning till late at night. Some are painting her forehead with vermilion drops, others dressing her hair, yet others offering to give her a bath, or to wash her face and mouth, or to clean her teeth with toothpaste. Some may request her permission to change her sari. Others express a desire to put some sweets or a slice of fruit into her mouth. Some whisper their secret request into her ears. Others are eager to have a private interview with her. Some may even be bold enough to disperse the crowd surrounding her, saying, "Please move away, don't trouble Mother in this manner." But think of Mother. She sits up hour after hour, day after day, in her exquisitely peaceful manner, in the midst of all this noise and bustle, rush and tussle. She remains steady and firm with a face brimming over with cheerfulness, meeting all the various demands or prayers with such loving grace that the whole atmosphere appears to be overflowing with heavenly joy and happiness. The hearts of the people assembled may not all be equally attracted by her dignity, but her sweet and compassionate glances fall with equal tenderness upon all human beings, like the golden rays of the sun at dawn. Nobody has yet been found to come away from her presence in despair or dejection. Mother says, "God's world is made up of both, people who understand its nature and who do not. They have to be kept satisfied with just the toys they want." For this very reason, nobody has yet been able to say, "Mother is not mine, but yours." Whoever has the good fortune to be in intimate touch with her must have felt, "Mother is mine and mine only." All have opened their innermost hearts to her and have found new hope and peace in return. It is beyond our power to realize how Mother plays with her devotees. We have found her responding to the two conflicting emotions of the joy at the birth of a son and of sorrow over a child's death at the same time with equal warmth. We have also seen her weeping with a lady mourning over the loss of her son and laughing joyously with a happy person. Such contradictory impulses find a wonderful synthesis in her. We have found her using sweet, soothing words of comfort to the distressed, imploring her blessings while her feet are within their grasp. She appeared to be quite unconcerned at another lying prostrate at her feet for a pretty long time. One day, a lady who had lost her son fell at her feet wailing bitterly. Mother began to weep and shed tears so profusely with the bereaved mother, held close in her embrace, that the latter came to forget all her woes. On the hand exclaimed, "Mother, be comforted. I shall not weep over my son's death any more." Many of us have found immense joy simply looking at her, touching the dust of her feet or hearing her sweet words, which cause an influx of pure thoughts and sentiments in our hearts. Once a friend of mine who had lately returned from England with a mind soaked with Western ideas came at my request to see Mother. He said that at the sight of Mother, the mantra which he had received from his guru long, long ago before sailing abroad, and which he had almost forgotten, revived in his memory. There are many instances showing how by sitting at her feet, people acquire the power of concentration and devotion, which enable them to worship God and to contemplate the divine. Keeping her as an ideal to be followed wholeheartedly, with a sacred regard for her, many people have advanced on the spiritual path. Once at the Siddheshwari temple, when Mother was in a trance, a girl of 16 was so moved with wonder and joy that she embraced Mother. At the touch, the girl was overcome with rapture and rolled on the floor, crying repeatedly, "Hanha!" For 3 or 4 days, this blissful state continued. We have also heard that at the sight of Mother, at the touch of her hand, many people repented of their past transgressions and advanced in spiritual life. In a large city in the United Provinces of Uttar Pradesh, a very respectable lady, the wife of a high government official, came to see Mother. After she had sat by her side for some time, she so deeply repented of some of her past sins that when she returned home, she confessed all her guilt to her husband, asking him to shoot her and put an end to her vicious career. Mother came to know of this, called both the husband and wife, and found means to restore their normal domestic relations. It is also well known that persons who were ordinarily slighted by all as sinful or worthy of contempt could find easy access to Mother and were induced to recover from their evil ways. Mother always says, "I want especially those very persons who have no prop to support them on their path to a good life." Instances are not rare of people entirely ignorant of spiritual life who could feel an upward drive by an attitude of self-surrender to her. On the other hand, many learned scholars or adepts in religious practices were found to come to her for a few days and then go back filled with their own self-conceit. Mother says, "Nothing takes place unless the appointed time arrives. Everybody gets as much as he deserves." During kirtan, we found animals like dogs and goats pressing close to Mother's body, placing their heads on her lap or moving about her person and eating the scraps of scattered sweets at the close of the kirtan, seeking them out like men. Even poisonous snakes were seen crawling about her. One day, Sri Gurja Prasanna Sarkar noticed a snake rearing its hood over her head while she was sitting under a tree in the Siddheshwari compound, though the space around was neat and clean. In the house of Niranjan Roy, a snake was following Mother's footsteps in a room on the first floor lit with electric light. What Mother says is so universal and attractive that one feels one's loftiest desires and aspirations expressed in her words. Every single sentence from her lips naturally command to anybody. A man obtains from her as much as the intensity of his love and devotion entitles him to. There have been many cases in which persons approaching her with their problems found to their surprise answers to their doubts and difficulties in the course of her conversation with other people present. On one occasion, Mother went to Bhaijanath Dham, when Brahmachari Baladaji said to her, "Mother, open your treasure chest for us." The reply was, "It is ever open for all." Some of her teachings have been published in the Sadvani. A few more are noted here below. In the course of her everyday talks in the shape of smiling suggestions and parables, she expresses ideas and thoughts about life and religion that, if collected, would make a wonderful volume of spiritual treasure. Mother chooses the tiny incidents of everyday life as vehicles for expressing lofty truths and principles of human conduct. That our small social unit is a part and parcel of the great family of mighty worlds, that all beings dwelling here below are through all the storms and stresses of life, moving onwards in the quest of the infinite master of creation, are truths that always find expression through her words, smiles, songs, kirtans, hymns, and psalms, as well as in all her sweet ways of life. What she says or does is full of hints for our guidance and is applicable to our conduct both in the worldly and religious life. If we make even one of her many-sided virtues the ideal of our life, it will be sufficient to lead us to self-realization. To those who have a great desire for spiritual upliftment, she appears to have put on this physical body for the welfare of man, to help him in his struggle for freedom from the miseries and distress that chain him down here for ages. The central theme of all of Ma's words and expressions are this: life and religion are one. All that you do to maintain your life, your everyday work and playful activities, all your attempts to earn a living, should be done with sincerity, love, and devotion, with a firm conviction that maintaining one's life means virtually perfecting one's spiritual existence in tune with the universe. To bring about this synthesis, religious culture should be made as natural and easy as taking our food and drink when we are hungry and thirsty. Mother says, "With earnestness, love, and goodwill, do life's everyday duties, and try to elevate yourself higher and higher, step by step. In all human activities, let there be live contact with the divine, and you will not have to leave off anything. Your work will then be done well, and you will be on the right track to find the Master. Just as the mother nourishes her child with all possible care and affection, and makes him grow up into a healthy boy and a handsome youth, so you will come to find the subtle touches of the Divine Mother shaping your inner life and making you reach your full height and stature. Whatever work you have to do, do it with a singleness of purpose, with all the simplicity, contentment, and joy you are capable of. Thus only will you be able to reap all the best fruits of work. In fullness of time, the dry leaves of life will naturally drop off, and new ones will shoot forth.